Okay, today we're back on the Acadia, and that is Acadia with no R, A-C-A-D-I-A. Anyway, it had an unfortunate date this morning with a couple ladders on the interstate. So there's some red fluid and some orange fluid. So we will get this thing turned around, get it up here where I can work on it and see what parts I need to order. Okay, I got the front end pulled off the Bad Luck Acadia. I'll show you how I got it off when I put it back together. I want to get this done before it starts getting too dark, because it's getting darker earlier. So looks like power steering cooler took a pretty good hit there. Hoping the AC condenser's alright, but the radiator, it's a little kinked, and the overflow bottle is almost empty, and it was where it should be. So I'm gonna, hopefully I can order the radiator based on one of these numbers, because apparently there are some other options based on towing package and all that. So I'm gonna go look for parts. Look, there's a little skin from the ladder still there. Must have been the orange variety. So let me go. Yeah, that's orange. Let me go look for some parts and get them ordered. Okay, we're going to start removing the radiator by getting the coolant out of it. This lower hose clamp is down here on the driver's side. It has a lock tab. If you can grab it just right, it's supposed to stay locked. I'm not having that kind of luck. So we'll just slide it back. And unleash the coolant. I'm going to let that trickle like that for a little bit. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure I'll pop it loose and it's going to go everywhere. Next, I'll take this little grill support off. It has apparently some 10 millimeters. Looks like two there and one down here by the headlight. Alright, let me get the ones out of the other side. Okay, this thing's loose, but I discovered there's a temp sensor right there plugged in. That's probably the outdoor air temperature. Alright, so looks like we're going to have to separate this and pull this out. I'm going to pop the hood latch off. These are 13s, by the way. Or not. There's something else missing here. That may be problematic. I'm going to try popping just the hood latch off and see if that gets what we need. And of course there are wires going to it too. Going to tuck it back out of the way. Maybe that'll be enough. Or not. There we go. No. It's not going to go very far anyway. I'm just trying to shove it down there. These two brackets go to the top post of the radiator. All right, we're getting looser. Upper radiator clamp. I'm actually trying to use the right tool on this one, but it's missing a piece. So it's not going to work. Now that one held like it's supposed to. Made a liar of me. Held for a moment like it was supposed to. Must be a certain way you have to torque it. Let's very carefully slide that back so it doesn't bite me. Alright. Shove that hose off. Then the overflow hose right there. Get that out of the way. I don't know if you can see this. The condenser clips into the radiator. We don't want to disturb the air conditioning. I don't think it's messed up. Let's hope it's not. So that should pop loose right there. The other side actually was already popped out, so I don't know if that was damage related or what the deal was. It looks like maybe something else down there. Partially loose. Now it may be partially mangled on this side from the ladder strike. It looks like that'll pull up. Has these little plastic metal push-on rivets here that hold this little wind deflector on, air deflector, whatever forces air into the in through all this radiator, condenser, all that stuff. Let's see. I mean, that's gonna have to come off anyway because it's gonna have to go on the new radiator. So it looks like maybe just that one will pop off and clear it. One over here too. Let me get a bigger screwdriver. Okay, so I popped them off there and was able to bend them back enough to free the condenser from the radiator. It's like a fan connection right here. I'm sure that was pretty easy. So that came loose. Looks like the fans are going to come out with the radiator. Have this hose off. The hose for the bottom hose, the top hose. Now we need to struggle with the transmission cooler lines. And that's one of them. So I was thinking those might be those pain in the butt push connects, but it's like a clip that pulls off. One thing I'm not sure of is how I get a hold of that clip. So I've got a pick here. I'm getting ready to stick through my finger. Aha! Oh, that was way too easy until I drop it. So that clip is what holds that hose pipe, I guess is more of a correct term, into the radiator. So there we go. And of course the bottom was way down where you can't see it. Oh, it also has this little plastic dirt guard that was slid over there. I already slid that off. So I will go after the bottom one and try it from the bottom. There's that without dropping it. Okay, I'm going to get something to at least plug the bottom one because there's barf and transmission fluid everywhere. So on this side I had to get all this wind deflector thing loose because the AC condenser goes through it, so it needs to stay in the car. So that side appears to be loose. This one looks like it can stay on the radiator, but one of those damn little plastic rivets right here that holds this little flap on. There's one on the bottom. That one's broken, so it should come out now. Come on. All right. So I would say based on that, it's a good thing I did buy a new radiator. All right. So we will now wait for some parts. Okay, I lied. Might as well go ahead and get the power steering cooler out of here because it took, out of all this mayhem, it probably took the brunt of it. So that thing's kind of mangled. So we might as well get that out. The connections are right here. And they are just a regular hose clamp, which is a 6mm. I think this has already donated most of its power steering fluid to the interstate and the driveway. I got a pan under it just in case. think that was that breaking off. I think it was broken. I think that was my work anyway. Alright, so the hoses are disconnected. Let's see this. Now that my hands are covered. There are 2 bolts down here that hold this bracket to this piece of structure in the front, and they are 15 millimeter nuts. This whole wind deflector deal's kind of captured around it. I'm not sure what the new hardware is going to come with, so probably nothing. So we'll have to probably straighten these things back out. And I'm pretty sure I have to do something with this panel right here. So let me get cleaned up a little bit and I'll figure out how I'm going to straighten this thing.